Shalom. All praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles, the great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. And this lesson will be entitled Esau's Future, or I might entitle it Esau's Future in the Kingdom. Whatever comes to mind after I'm done this lesson. But the point of me doing this lesson is because you got clowns out here like RAWCHAA from GOCC. You know, he's basically justifying that Esau Edom is going to be good in the kingdom of heaven. You know, he's justifying that when Yahweh shall return and establish his kingdom, deliver his people, he's saying that Esau is going to be alright. And that's not so. I'm going to jump right into the scriptures. It's going to be real quick. This is Obadiah. I'm going to start verse 8. It says, "Shall I not in that day, said the Lord YAHAWASHI, even destroy the wise men of Edom?" And we go into the word destroy. It means demolish. And understanding out of the mount of Esau. It says, "And thy mighty men, O Teman," which are the Germans of today, "shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter." Gone. So it's going to be a great slaughter for the nation of Edom, which consists you so-called white people, right? It's going to be a great massacre, right? A great execution for you devils, right? Reason why, in verse 10 it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob." Now let's go into the word violence. The Hebrew word for the word violence is hama'as. And it says violence, wrong, cruelty, injustice. Gone. You know, have some words here. It also say violence, violent, cruelty, wrong, false, cruel, damage, injustice, oppressor, unrighteous. Gone. And these devils committed a lot of wrong, cruelty, right? They committed a lot of violent, criminal acts against Jacob. Who's Jacob? The Israelites, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also Israelites scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. Let me read it again, Obadiah 1:10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Gone. So because of your wicked criminal acts, you know, there's a lot of blood on Esau Edom's hand, right? You know, this man stole, robbed, murdered the Israelites, right? So this man have to pay. It tells you that You know, in Numbers chapter 35, you know, that the earth, the land got to be cleansed by the blood of him that shedded blood. Esau Edom, you know, he shed a lot of blood. Now it says, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So, RAWCHAA of GOCC, you know, in his false doctrine, he says that Esau basically could be saved, but the scripture says that Esau is going to be cut off forever. I'm going to the Hebrew for the word forever, and it's YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH. It says long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, ever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old, ancient world. It says the same thing, but the last definition, it says everlasting, indefinite, or unending future, eternity. So this man is going to be cut off eternal, right? You know, after Esau Edom served slavery, right? After he built our kingdom up, you know, he's going to be cut off forever, right? Ain't going to be no more Edomites on the planet after he served 1,000 years of slavery. So this guy, RAWCHAA of GOCC, he's bugged out, you know, and this proves that he's sold out because, you know, he's going against the scriptures. You know, the scriptures tell you that Esau Edom, and there's many other scriptures that tell you Esau's Edom fate in the future, you know, his destiny, you know, and it ain't too good. You know, Esau Edom doesn't have a bright future. Now this is Job chapter 18. I'm gonna start verse 18. It says, he shall be driven from light into darkness. Now he is referring to Esau Edom, you know, so-called white man, you know, which is the devil whom the Bible speaks of. It says, he shall be driven from light into darkness, meaning, you know, Esau Edom is going to go from a state of prosperity to a state of calamity. You know, he's going to go from having a prosperous life, which is right now, to disgrace and misery, right? And that's going to be in the kingdom where he served the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, right? You know, because he's going to serve 1,000 years of slavery, hardcore slavery, you know. You know, the Lord is not going to he's not going to send his son to deliver his people, then destroy the nations for what they did. Nah, they have to drink the same cup that the Israelites drink, right? And one of those cups of slavery, right? And Esau's slavery, as I mentioned, is going to be worse than ours, right? You know, the scriptures talks about, you know, our light afflictions. You know, ain't going to be a light affliction for Esau Edom, right? But reading on, it says, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Come on. Because he's going to be cut off, right? After he build our kingdom, he's going to be cut off forever. says, he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. Gone. It's not going to be, after Esau served slavery, it's not going to be one Edomite left on the planet, or two man and woman Edomite on the planet, and then they start multiplying and making babies. No, the whole nation of Edom is going to be destroyed, right? Nothing is going to be left for Esau, Edom, right? Bring that to back that up. It's Isaiah chapter 14. I'm going to start verse 21. It's one of my favorite chapters, by the way. It says, prepare slaughter for his children. It's talking about Esau, Edom. For the iniquity of their fathers, gone. And Esau, these Edomites are going to have to pay for the iniquity of their forefathers, which is them back in reincarnation, because of their wicked criminal acts, because of their violence against the Israelites, against the whole earth. The scriptures tell you that, I think it's John, I believe, 10:10, that the thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy. So that's all that's on Esau, Edom's mind. Steal, kill, and destroy. Alright? How he got America, Babylon the Great. Got that by stealing, by robbery, by murdering. Alright? Our Northern Kingdom brothers. Alright? He stole this land from our people. Alright? So they have to prepare for that. They have to pay for that. And read on, it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Come. So there's not going to be any more ownership for Esau, Edom. Right? They're not going to own any land. Right? Their destiny is slavery and death. Right? Scriptures tell you, he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Revelation 13:10. It says, no, fill the face of the world with cities. So Esau, Edom, he's not going to inhabit any land. It says, for I rise up against them, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI. Come on. So there's not going to be, in the kingdom of heaven, after Esau, Edom served this slavery, they're going to be cut off. There's going to be no remembrance of Esau, Edom. It says the name and the remnant. It says, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI. I'm going to go back to Job chapter 18 and verse 19. I'm going to read it again. It says, he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. Gone. Because in Malachi chapter 4 verse 1, it says, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That day is talking about, the missiles rock this place. I'm talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. And it says, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly. Who is the proud? Who is the wicked? Esau Edom, right? The so-called white man. You know Esau Edom is the wicked because it tells you that Malachi chapter 1, you know, it says, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord YAHAWASHI of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Gone. So there's nothing going to be left for Esau Edom, right? He's not going to have not a piece of land to inhabit, right? Esau going to serve captivity, and it's going to be hardcore captivity, right? And after that, he's going to be cut off forever, for eternal. But I just wanted to bring that out. Lord willing, this was edifying. That being said, Shalom.